This is now the digital display for the duration in terms of minutes. So how you're going to adjust this is just press the selector switch. So arrow up is increasing the value there, arrow down is decreasing the value. So with regards to the duration, for pain relief, we usually prescribe for 20 minutes. Okay. And for muscle stimulation or contraction, you can have 10 to 15 minutes or probably based on the number of contraction you want. It's up to you. Kung ganyan kag 20 contractions for that session, so just have it count for 20 contraction, just take note of the time, kung hapit na siya, yung kung siya kaabot ng 20, so increase, ano siya? Okay. So then, okay, next here, this is the digital display for the intensity in terms of milliampere. So with regards to the intensity, so if ever for pain relief, enough na intensity if ever patient can just feel only the current and no more the pain. That's the basis there. How would you know na enough na siya? And then, with regards to muscle contraction or stimulation, enough na siya if ever the desired muscle action is elicited with the stimulus there. Okay, man siya intensity. Again, your intensity will vary from one patient to the other patient. Hindi siya uniform. Okay. So next, any questions so far na? Okay, next, this one. This is a selector knob used to select for the type or mode of electrode application. Right. So here you have 4. Kung yung i-analyze right, we're going to have you have 4 there. Okay, on the leftmost, or let's just say from left to right, from left to right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, from left to right. Ang leftmost, that is for muscle stimulation. Leftmost that and first. So let's discuss first the other 3. Ayan sa ng muscle stimulation. So the other 3 there, the 3 there going towards the right, the second, third, and fourth, is for pain relief. Again, for pain relief siya. Okay, so here, on the second portion here, kanina, you cannot see there that there are colored na orange na duha ka book or red forever. So you have this symbol na kanina, you can see this one, diba? Kanina, like orange or red. So this is what we call na as your two-pole method or your bipolar method. So therefore, you're just going to use only 2 electrodes or 1 pair of electrodes are used. And take note, for this modality, the color there is red. So therefore, it's only the red electrode that you're going to apply. So here, so this is a cable or the electrode of your modality. If you're going to look at it, in one cable there are 4 kabuk electrodes or 2 pair of electrodes. So take note for this modality lang, red and red is partner, black and black is partner. Take note na, dili ni siya red, black ha. Red ang partner, kani red, kani black. Take note ha, black ni siya, color na siya black. So here, when you say red, either one of them is anode or cathode. Black side, either one of them is anode or cathode. But we don't mind anymore which is anode or cathode since this is an alternating current. So, the polarity there will change from time to time. So, di na siya sinanay mo mind as anode or cathode. So, if ever two-pole method or bipolar method, therefore, it's only the red that is active. So, therefore, kaning black, di rin siya mag-produce of current. So, take note na, there are times na you tend to apply the black here na you choose a two-pole or bipolar. Sige mo ka-adjust intensity. Sir, napay, nanay, current. Wala dito. Taas na tayo na. Ang black na ay yung i-apply. Okay? So, pwede rin yun that you can get the electrons sa black if ever you use a bipolar or two-pole, kay red na may active. Okay, so with regards to your bipolar or two-pole method, the advantage there is that one, it's easy to apply. Sa'yo na kayo siya gid-apply kaya duha man ka-electrode, di mo siya upat. So sa'yo na siya. So mo to siya, so you mentioned this is for pain relief, diba? So kung asa to ang painful side, so same as test of biodynamics, you can place your electrodes on the sides of the painful area, or perhaps one electrode is placed directly over the painful area, then the other electrode will just be placed adjacent or tupad na niya. So yan naka-easy apply sa bipolar two-pole electrode. Another advantage sa two-pole or bipolar is that the interference effect is always 100%. Ang pag-interfere sa medium frequency current is always 100%. So, muna siya naka-advantage. One of the problem ng concern sa two-pole or bipolar is that the intensity it produces is more greater as compared to your quadripolar, and we're going to discuss that later. For the reason na ang current na i-produce sa imong bipolar is already the combination of the two medium frequency current. So, may siya more stronger intense. So, you have to be careful. There's greater risk of encountering burns. Muna siya, as we mentioned sa lecture, there's greater strain on the skin under the electrodes sa bipolar or two-pole. Okay? So, then. Okay, so next here, further going towards the right, the third one. Okay, so you can see the symbol. There are now 4 kaboka. So duha ka red or orange, duha ka black. So you can now see this symbol. Okay, so we call this method now as your quadripolar or your 4-pole method. Okay, quadripolar, 4 poles, so you have to use 2 pairs of electrodes or 4 kabok electrodes. Okay, so with regards to quadripolar, one is without vector scan, the other one is vector scan. So, kaning third one, kaning third, this is without vector scan. I'm going to discuss that later at vector scan. So, kaning third portion that is without vector scan. And without vector scan. Okay. So here, one of the concern or problem with quadripolar is that it's hard to apply the electrode. It's not easy because you have to apply the 4 electrodes. Yun na lang yung apply. And then, also, the position of the electrode should be such in which the current na is produced should intersect or cross each other. So, mani siya naka-listen and we have your quadripolar. So, with regards to the electrode there, okay. So, with regards to the electrode, this is how you're going to position the electrode. Let's say this is the center, this is the painful area. So you have to see that the current of the electrodes will now cross each other. So muna siya why I mentioned red is the partner. So muna siya, if you place the red here, you have to place yung partner na red for this modality to the other side. This is same side to the other side. And for the black, partner yan. So if ever is the black, yung partner or electrode should be placed also on the opposite side. So that when you turn that on, you now expect that the current will be produced by the red will be going there, crossing towards the other side. And the current produced by the black electrode will also be crossing towards the other side. So therefore, the current being produced by the 2 pairs of electrodes will now intersect with each other. And they will now interfere so that they will now get a resultant frequency there. So there's a mag-interfere outside the machine. So can you imagine, like for example, ang red, this is the current produced by the 4000 Hz, one of the medium frequency current. And the black produces the current over 4100 Hz na medium frequency current. So once they would interact or interfere, to produce a resultant frequency is 100 Hz. So doon na ang 100 Hz na happen. So you should not position your electrode in this way. Imong red ring, black of black. Because once you turn on the machine, you not expect that the current will go red part naman is black. So although you would still expect a night current to happen, the patient can still feel the current. But the problem here, there is no intersection or interfering on the current. So therefore, what you are just producing is still a medium frequency current. So wala ang resultant frequency na produce here. So if ever it is in this arrangement. So that's why you have to sit it and i-cross ang imong current. So that's why it's not that easy to position those four kabuk electrodes. That's one of the problem. Another disadvantage of quadrupolar or fourpole is that the interference effect is not always 100. Okay? Unlike sa two-pole or bipolar. But the advantage there sa quadrupolar is that there is less strain lang sa skin underneath sa electrode because dili maangha ka medium frequency current ang ilang i-produce there. So it's just only one of the medium frequency current we produce sa electrode. So may siya i-measure that state. Okay? So next here on the rightmost, this is the quadrupolar four-pole method with vector scan. So makita mo dito sa rightmost na siya symbol like this one. So pasagutan na that the current is now scanning. So if you're going to apply that, really patient can feel that the current here is rotating, nag-scan all throughout the area. So we apply this one if ever patient cannot localize the painful area or confuse ang yung one. Confuse ba? Like if you're going to answer, if ever sir, you're going to locate asa ang painful area sa shoulder. Is it in front? Is it at the back? Or is it at the side? May nga na patient, basta the entire shoulder. So therefore, di ka ka-localize. So therefore, you can now apply your vector scan para the entire shoulder would now be scanned with this current. Okay? Or sa back area, if you're going to mention, sir, which area sa back kani siya painful niya may siya basta sa entire back dito ka kung asa nakita. So therefore you just have to use the scanning, okay, or vector scan. So this is what we call the dynamic type of interferential okay, questions? Okay. So if ever patient can localize the pain, so you can just use the without vector scan quadrupolar. Okay, next here is this is the knob used to adjust for the intensity. So if you turn this clockwise, so you are now increasing the intensity. You can na see ni widen siya diha. Clue ninyo kung makalimot mo, tanawa lang ni widen siya, so that will be indicate there na ni-increase ang imong value. If you want to decrease your intensity, so you just turn this counterclockwise up to the or probably clue there is the pointed. Okay. Next, you have this knob. This knob is used to adjust nga ma-equal ang current sa patient ma-encounter. Ma-equal. So So there are really times there wherein the structure is more sensitive or perhaps less sensitive. So if you want to equalize the intensity or the stimulus, there's a structure, so you can turn this knob, adjust the knob. So kani siya nga knob will only be used if ever you use a quadripolar without vector scan and muscle stimulation. Or yung ma-use ano siya. The others, you cannot use this anymore. So again, you can only use this for quadripolar 4-pole method without vector scan and muscle stimulation. Ay, nakalimutan ko sa muscle stimulation. Balik na tayo. So here, there are really times there, like for example, you're using a quadripolar without vector scan. So let's just say you place there already the 4 electrodes, ikapat kabok electrode siya sa back. Then once you probably start there, okay sir, nanang current sir, yes, may nga mo complain na patient. Kusog or lagi on sa other side niya, okay ko yung na-feel sa pikas. So you ask the patient, asa nga side sir? So pag-point sa patient, and for example, as you observe, probably kani siya nga area. And then that area, ang electrode there is red. So if ever red ang more ma-feel niya, so you have to probably transfer the current more towards the black, the red metal. So how you're going to transfer that one? So you're going to adjust this knob going towards the black here. Nanikani siya ni widen. So pasabot, your current now will be more transferred towards the black. Will reduce ang red, perhaps move further increase ang kuhan sa black. Okay? Okay, para hindi na kayo siya ka-feel na graceful on the part sa red. That is for penalty. If for muscle stimulation, there are times like for example, like you're stimulating elbow flexors or wrist flexors. Pag contract ana, probably the one muscle there is stronger and the other muscle is weak. So for example, red ni siya, black ni siya. Let's just say very strong kaya ang wrist flexors. Weak, less kaya ang elbow flexors, which is red. So therefore, you have to further increase the intensity here sa red. So therefore, you cannot transfer this one more towards the red. Para more transfer ang imong current towards the red para mag-contact na siya. Okay, so more yung function na kananap. Okay? Masalit. Okay, no questions at the moment. Okay, let's go back to this knob. I forget to mention this one. Okay, on the leftmost, you have here for muscle stimulation. On the leftmost. So you cannot see there that the illustration looks like this. There are 4 electrodes there, 2 pair of electrodes, but punto siya. Okay? So wala siya. Unlike this one sa penilink na sumpay mo siya, but here is separated. Okay. So here, you would still expect that the 2 pairs of electrodes are active, but with regards to the application of the muscle, you just have to apply a pair of electrodes. Dili siya kinaya nga ang 4 electrodes would be applied to the muscle. Muscle stimulation siya. So, duhara yun na ka-electrode. So, either red or black ang imong choose. Okay? So, if ever they say you're just stimulating one muscle, so therefore, you can either choose red or black. Right? But if ever you're stimulating 2 muscles, so therefore, the red will be placed on one muscle, then black will be placed on the other muscle. Like for example, elbow flexors, you place your red na electrode, wrist flexors is black. So di na siya kinala i-cross for the reason that is more bipolar technique ni siya or 2-pole ang muscle stimulation. bansa. Mabitog i-separate niya ang illustration. Clear ha? Okay. So, with regards to that, so once you choose here, you can now see a line further going down. I say line. So, you have to adjust this one. So, naka-selector switches there. Okay, so the one that is found above is used to adjust for the type of contraction there. So you have three there, or three modes there. So at the center, you have this illustration may center hub. So many ang illustration sa center, if you can see the one. This one. So it goes up, then straight siya. So that would indicate that there's no resting electric rest. So this is a type of contraction wherein a muscle is contracting continuously without rest. So we're saying continuous mode. So sila nag-contract. So you can use this one if ever you want to fatigue the muscle. Okay. So next here, going towards the left side. And yeah, going towards the left. There siya. You can now see there that we go up siya, we straight and then down. So sabot na siya resting. I-rest na siya. And here your illustration is at the same level. So this is what we call na as your synchronous contraction. So if ever you're stimulating two muscles, the two muscles will contract at the same time. Same as what we discussed last time sa NMES of 10, that synchronous. So we mentioned that we apply synchronous for those muscles having the same action, or for those muscles that would produce certain functional motion. Okay? Okay. Towards the right side, towards the right, siya. You can see this illustration. It goes up and it goes down. So now you have to rest. But try to observe the level of the illustration is the same level. So therefore, ang contraction here is alternate, not fully. So this one we call na asynchronous contraction. So we apply asynchronous if ever that the muscles there that are stimulated are having opposing actions. Okay? So, mali siya. Asynchronous. Okay, further below, you have another selector switch there. You have three to select. And those are values there. So that would indicate the durations in terms of seconds. And it is expressed in terms of fraction. Siya. So, mali siya yung select. So, ang values there are 7/25, 10/50, 20/80. So, the values for numerator are the duration in terms of seconds for muscle contraction. So, therefore, in 7/25, the muscle will contract for 7 seconds. Then over 50, the muscle will contract for 10 seconds. 20/80, the muscle will contract for 20 seconds. Okay, the denominator would indicate now the relaxation of the muscle or nakarest o contract. In 7/25, 25 seconds na mo rest or di mo contract. 10/50, 50 seconds mula sa imong contract. Tapos ang 80. So here, this will only be applicable if ever the type of contraction is synchronous or asynchronous. So hindi siya applicable for continuous o siya gamit for continuous. Continuous o mag-rest. Okay, if ever let's say 7/25. Okay, for synchronous, 7/25, so you're stimulating two muscles. So the two muscles will contract at the same time for 7 seconds. If ever asynchronous, so kung asynchronous, what will happen is that, alright, one muscle will contract first for 7 seconds, and the other muscle will contract again for another 7 seconds. After that, mo rest ang dua ka muscles for 25 seconds. Or the wave contraction for 25 seconds. Ano siya yung happen eh? Okay?